Oh, baby. All right, we're back. Fucking need to turn this pump off. Finally gonna start doing some work again. FC's in on the rollers that I got. They kind of work, but not great. So you can move it around, but it's pretty hard, especially by yourself. And we've got this PWR, ordered for me by Boost Tech. Thanks Pete again as usual, but let's start getting this thing in, because then this might be done, hopefully. Fingers crossed, that's like the last big thing that needs to be done. Then a tune, that's it. Dog's running away. Ruby! Come on. Ruby's feeling better after being sick, huh? Aren't you? Silly dog, come on. The roller. Not bad, looking all right. We're gonna get working on this, try get that bad boy in. Hopefully that'll sort out my weird cooling issues I've been having for a while. It goes up like real hot and then it'll drop down. So I think it's had like air bubbles and stuff. Don't trust that radiator, so time to just put in a good one. Been really unmotivated lately, so I haven't been doing much because just finished this garage basically and then I'm moving again. So long story, but yeah. So I'm moving again. So I'm gonna have to start all over again, all the shit. Hopefully still got a little bit of time in here, so let's try at least get the FC done. Shit happens. It's never that easy working on radiators, but so here we go. Fucking hell, I think this might be the nicest thing I've ever put on this car. Whoa! Look at that. That's too nice for me. Oh, very cool. Yeah, fucking clean as. Hope it's got everything we need. I don't know if we need any other parts. The rest of it's all stock hoses and stuff like that. So that should all be sweet. Here's the radiator that I've got in at the moment. It's just like a Hallam special, little Chinese made thing. Not too bad. Definitely didn't run as cold as a factory one, which is a thing. Don't know, we got this far. I think I swapped that out after the motor blew. So I think the previous radiator might have leaked and then overheated. So from memory, it was cracked. So whatever, but we're here now. So we got that. But yeah, look at this thing, so much nicer. Nice little brace on there. These have a tendency to get bent because you put a lot of weight on there to close it. So that's cool. Nice little brace. Nice fingerprints on there, probably from Pete. But yeah, that's nice. That is nice. So yeah, a bit thicker. Fucking shiny, look at that. See our bald head. No, that's fucking super nice. Alright, so what was I saying? Forgotten. Oh yeah, so this is made to spec. So randomly interject this here. One thing I'm also impressed by is this foam packing. I'm easily amused obviously, but it's like a little vacuum pack foam that fits in there. Oh no, I just think it was kind of cool. Anyway, it's made to spec. They didn't have any S5 radiators, they had S4, which I didn't want to replace. They're a little bit different. They don't have the filler neck like this. The filler's up here. So they're a little bit different. I'd rather just keep it all the same and further look at S5 anyway. Yeah, they're just a bit different. I didn't want to go for that. Like it's just, I don't want to change things I don't have to for one, because other things would have to change, like the hosing and that. And then what if the mounts are different, shit like that. I also had these side holes moved. So these ones, I had moved more central. These ones here. So I had them moved more central because when I got this radiator, which my car's an import, so I don't know what they spec for. We believe they spec for Aussie cars. I ended up moving these holes, you can actually see in there. There is a video on this, I'm pretty sure, but I moved these holes back 10 mil to move the radiator forward. Get this gap here tighter when I foamed all that and shit. So I ended up moving them forward a fair bit as well, because I assume the same thing, that they've spec'd them so they're not exactly in the right spot. We've got a bit of wiggle room here. Obviously they bolt in, so that'll be slightly different. Whereas these use these shitty little clamps. So that should actually be much better. So I'm happy with that. So they actually have bolts in them. Might need to get some bolts for that, but that's cool. That's easy enough. So yeah, we'll pull it out and we'll just go from there. Should be much nicer. Get rid of those little things. We retain these side brackets. So FC radiators mount on the side with these brackets. And then they bolt to the car. And then we're gonna retain the shroud, hopefully, all that. We'll retain all that as much as we can because shrouds are good and stock fans are good. A little bit of parasitic loss, but I want to be able to drive this car. Might chuck some cardboard on there, try to protect that while we work on it, but hopefully it should kind of go straight in. But things are never that simple, so let's just do it. Alright, first thing, pull the cooling tray out. Relatively clean. It's always clean it when I have it out. That gives you access to under here. There's a few cobwebs and shit. That's cool. That out. Start pulling all apart. Fucking radiators have to be one of the worst jobs. But, radiator out. Lots of room for activities, as you can see. Heaps. If you didn't know, at least this chassis, I think most RX7s are pretty much mid-front engine, meaning that the engine is behind the suspension mounting points. So you can see there, got shit in the way, but you know, about there. That's the front of the engine. So on these, you do have all the water housing and stuff on the front, but yeah, that's the point there, and that's the front plate. So technically that might be the front of the engine. So it's slightly forward, but I think they classify it as a mid-front engine. So let me find my dog. Oh, there you are. Hello. Heaps of room for activities. There's a lot you can do with these, with V-mounts and stuff. One I like the best is probably front mount located here. Then you keep your rad there and stuff, and then you just duct the air up. It's kind of my favorite looking one, and then you have real short piping, so like here, right there, and then straight in. So you could even probably retain this stuff, would be cool. Move the intercooler up here, and obviously I've got a vented bonnet. So I'd like to do that one day. We'll see. I've already got all this stuff, so it'd be pretty easy. You know, come here and just choo, straight in. Obviously you got to run like viscous fans and stuff, or whatever they're called, bloody electronic fans, all that shit. These have a factory oil cooler down there. So it's basically just a small radiator for your oil. It's about the size of my hand, so to be fair, it's a pretty big cooler for factory. And then front mount all the way up there. So I hope you guys can kind of see what's going on with this thing, but yeah, you have like the cooling duct that I made, cooling panel, oil cooler down there, then the radiator sits here on an angle, scoots down like that, sits on there, and then front mount in there. So yeah, there is a lot of space in the front end of these, but very cool, good engines when they run. Good all the time really, but I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna open up this. Saw me recently take out the thermostat and replace that. So I'm gonna take out the thermostat and I'm just gonna flush some water through while I've got this out of the way and see if any gunk comes out. A fair bit of brown and shit in there, so I just wanna see if anything comes out. I think that's a good idea to do while we're here. Look at this sex machine. Nice. Bit of ringing in there, mate. Right, got the radiator after some fucking around. One of the mounting bolts on the side here just had a little bit of weld over it, so I had to tap it out, but we got there. Pucus is here, help me out with that. Thanks, mate. But oh, literally, you can see him. Wow! Whoa! It's too nice for me. Way too nice. Bit thicker. Looks like it's mounted a little bit lower, so that's good. That's how I want it, because or else I'll hit the bonnet. Let me turn this on. Give you a look. Yeah. That's way too nice for me. Yeah, no, that's super cool. So, hopefully the rest of the install goes all right, but so far it looks good. Got new bolts in here. It's cool.
You can see my fancy dash.
You get the cold start, mate.
No.
Sounds like my butthole. You're a rich cunt. Wow. Jim Bain.
Yes, it is.
You gonna flick it?
Drink and drive it, mate.
Fucking drive. It's all hooked up now, just got it bleeding. So just waiting for it to stop making bubbles. You can see there. So just got it running, giving it some revs, give it some of these. And yeah, push out all those bubbles. Oh, that's a big one. Make sure the thermostat opens up, got the heater on, all that shit. Cool. Alright, it's about a week later, whatever, sometime. Finally got this back together. New rad, look at that. Ooh, whoa. We got that in, cooling panel, all that. Bottle back in. Had a couple leaks, so had to sort them out. All good now. We got the good intake back on, Pexi, all that good shit. So I've bled it previously, probably use another one, but I might flush the system and do a proper leak down test or something with Mikey, but worry about that later. Had to modify a couple things, so I had to chop some of this off because I've got this, which I don't even need. I probably should have deleted that off the plans because I got some other things changed anyway. Got these holes moved 10 mil, which worked out perfect. So let's move the radiator forward 10 mil. So they're basically in the middle. Previously they were further up here on the PWR plans that they have. It's all cool. Oh, we've got another leak there, as usual, leaks everywhere. I don't do these up tight enough, I guess. So yeah, had to make a couple mods, chop that, and then I made a little tag that goes in there. That prevents this from pulling back at all, so that's cool. Had to chop out some of this corner because the PWR, something that's really good, which they all should have, they have this brace here, so stop you pushing on there. So I had to chop out that corner. Nothing too difficult, but just took my time with it. So I chopped that out, you know, all that, and then fresh bolts in there, fresh bolts in here. There's a little leak at the back as well. Must have been while bleeding it or something, but that leak could have been there for a while, don't know. Ready to run it, take it for a short drive, and yeah, that might be it for a while. Don't know what's gonna happen with content, so we'll just see. It's done. Might give you a cold start, and that's it. Bye-bye. Helps when you connect the spark plugs. Never ending with this thing. Cap's no good. Fucking kidding me. Oh, actually, is it the cap or the weld? Well, not good. I think it's the cap. Well, that's one piece anyway, it's machined. Yep, cap's leaking, fuck's sake. Alright, I've just... I swapped this out for the factory cap, which is a bit sturdier. It has thicker tongs on here and stuff. Better quality than this shit one. But I also noticed that it has an extra groove. So there's an extra groove you can turn it. So I don't know if I was in that or not, but we'll see if this one works. Ah, cool.